Welcome to Global Citizen Life Podcast. Today, we're talking about unlocking the secrets of asset protection trusts for safeguarding your wealth. Today, we're diving into a topic that's all about securing your hard earned money and assets, ensuring a prosperous future. Yes, I'm talking about asset protection trusts, the ultimate shield to safeguard what really is rightfully yours. You'll learn about how they work, why they're essential, and how they can bring you unparalleled peace of mind, especially in the way the world is today. Picture this. You've worked tirelessly your entire life to build your wealth, secure your family's future, and realize your dreams. What if unforeseen circumstances threaten all of what you've achieved? This is where asset protection trusts come in. It is the shield to your fortress, the guard of any potential storms, lawsuits, creditors that come after you. It protects your years of hard work. An asset protection trust is a legal arrangement. It allows you to place your assets, be it property, investments, or any valuable possessions, into the protective of the trust. The aim is to keep these assets out of reach of those creditors, legal claims, and excessive taxes that we all are paying. It is your armor against financial vulnerabilities. Now, revocable and irrevocable trusts, discretionary and spendthrift trusts. These are very unique in each one. They have each their own benefits and considerations and understanding to them, which empowers you to make the right choice for your circumstances. Now we'll start with the revocable trust. A revocable trust is an important tool in estate planning. It allows individuals to have control over their assets during their lifetime and ensuring a smooth transfer of those assets after their passing. In the United States, the revocable trusts are commonly used, but there's also offshore revocable trusts available for those seeking additional benefits. In the West, revocable trusts, also known as a living trust or a revocable living trust, is a legal entity that's created to hold and manage assets during the guarantor's lifetime. It is the legal entity created to hold and manage the assets during the grantor's lifetime. The grantor is the person who's creating the trust, and it makes the changes, even revocable trusts, at any time during their lifetime. This flexibility is a significant advantage for individuals who want control over their assets and the ability to adapt their estate planning as their circumstances change, because nothing in life stays the same forever. And so it's a good thing to have. Primary benefit of the revocable trust is the ability to avoid probate. And probate is the legal process to which a court validates a will and carries out its instructions. By having assets in a revocable trust, they pass to the beneficiaries outside process, the probate process, saving time and potential costs. This is particularly important for individuals with assets in multiple states, provinces, regions, as probate can often be lengthy and a complex process. Another advantage of a revocable trust is its privacy. Unlike a will, which is a public document once it goes through probate, a revocable trust remains private. This can be beneficial for individuals who want to keep their financial affairs confidential or who have unique circumstances they would rather not make public to the entire world or their country. Now let's talk about offshore revocable trusts. Individuals may choose to establish a revocable trust outside their country for different reasons. Offshore revocable trusts can offer additional benefits such as asset protection, tax planning, and privacy. Asset protection is a significant factor for many people considering offshore revocable trusts. By placing assets in the trust located in a jurisdiction with strong protection laws, Individuals can shield their assets from potential lawsuits, creditors, and other claims. This can provide peace of mind and ensure that assets are protected for future generations. Tax planning is another asset protection consideration aspect when evaluating offshore revocable trusts. Now, some jurisdictions offer favorable tax treatment on certain types of assets or incomes, allowing individuals to minimize their tax liability. Now, before establishing an offshore trust for tax purposes, it is crucial to consult with a tax professional to ensure compliance not only with your local laws, but international laws as well. And lastly, if privacy is a concern, motivating for individuals considering offshore revocable trusts, well, the level of privacy does vary depending upon the jurisdiction. Some offshore locations offer more stringent privacy laws than the United States and Canada and other countries. And this could be very attractive for those of you who wish to keep your financial affairs confidential, or for those who have concerns around potential scrutiny. Irrevocable trusts are another type of trust commonly used in estate planning. Unlike revocable trusts, once an irrevocable trust is established, it generally cannot be modified or revoked without the consent of the beneficiaries. This means that the assets placed in the irrevocable trust are effectively transferred to the grantor's estate. Irrevocable trusts are often used for various purposes, including state tax planning, asset protection, charitable giving, some cases in the United States for medical aid planning or Medicaid planning, sorry. One of the significant advantages of an irrevocable trust is estate planning. By transferring assets into the irrevocable trust, the grantor removes the assets from their personal taxable estate, potentially reducing the tax liability on their estate when passed down to whoever they want to leave it to. This can be particularly useful for individuals with substantial assets or those who anticipate their tax estate exceeding the exemption thresholds. Although there have been some talk recently about taxing those trusts within the United States, so you want to kind of keep an eye out for that. Irrevocable trusts can also provide asset protection. Since the grantor no longer owns or controls the assets in the trust, those assets are shielded from creditors, lawsuits, and potential financial risks. This can be particularly beneficial for individuals in high-risk professions or those concerned about protecting the wealth for future generations. Charitable giving is another common use for irrevocable trusts. By establishing a charitable trust, individuals can donate assets for specific charitable purposes and receive tax benefits. These trusts often generate income for the grantor during their lifetime, with the remaining assets going to the designated charities after their passing. Now, for Medicaid planning, it's an important consideration for individuals who may require long-term care in the future. Unfortunately, we never really know if we're going to need that long-term care. But by transferring assets into irrevocable trust, individuals can potentially qualify for Medicaid benefits while maintaining some control over their assets within the trust. This strategy helps protect assets from being depleted due to the high cost of nursing homes or long-term care facilities. When it comes to offshore irrevocable trusts, there are a few key considerations and differences to think about. Offshore irrevocable trusts provide similar benefits, but may offer additional advantages such as enhanced privacy, enhanced asset protection, and tax planning opportunities. Privacy is often a significant motivation in establishing offshore irrevocable trusts. Some offshore jurisdictions have stricter policies and laws than others, allowing individuals to keep their financial affairs confidential and shielded from the public scrutiny. Asset protection is also another active feature and benefit of this offshore irrevocable trust. Certain offshore jurisdictions have robust action protection laws, a lot stricter and better than other countries, offering an additional layer of protection against potential lawsuits, creditors, or other claims on assets held within the trust. Now, additionally, offshore irrevocable trusts can provide tax planning opportunities. Some offshore jurisdictions offer favorable tax reductions, including the lower the tax rate, tax exemptions, and more flexible tax structures. This can provide substantial savings for some people, and it can provide individuals with opportunities to minimize their tax liabilities legally. I still have some more information to share with you, but can I ask you a favor? If you found this information valuable so far, please don't forget to give a thumbs up, share your thoughts in the comments or questions in the comments below, and hit that subscribe button so you never miss out on our insightful content that we're trying to provide for you. It really makes a huge difference to me and really helps support this channel. Thank you. Let's talk about discretionary trusts. They're a type of trust where the trustee has discretionary powers to determine how the trust's income or assets are distributed amongst all the beneficiaries that are in the trust. This means that the trustees have the flexibility to decide who receives what, when, and in what amounts. In the United States, discretionary trusts are commonly used for various purposes, including asset protection, tax planning, philanthropy, and succession planning. Asset protection is a primary motivation for individuals to establish discretionary trusts. By placing assets in a discretionary trust, individuals can provide protection from potential lawsuits, creditors, and other claims. The discretionary powers of the trustee allows them to distribute the assets to the beneficiaries in a way that minimizes any risk to the assets and to the beneficiaries. Tax planning is another key aspect of the discretionary trust. By utilizing the trustee's discretionary powers, distribution from the trust can be strategically timed or allocated in a manner that helps the beneficiaries and reduce their tax liabilities. This allows for a more efficient tax management. It can be particularly useful for high net worth individuals or those with complex financial situations. Additionally, philanthropy is often facilitated through discretionary trusts. Individuals can establish a trust and provide guidance to the trustees on how to distribute income or assets to charitable organizations or causes. The trustee has the discretion to ensure what the funds are used for in a way that aligns with the grantor's philanthropic goals. For succession planning, discretionary trusts can be used to provide for future generations while maintaining control over the assets. By giving the trustee discretionary powers, the grantor can ensure that the assets are managed and distributed in the way that supports the intended beneficiary's needs, while also protecting the assets from potential risks or mismanagement. Now, when it comes to offshore discretionary trusts, there may be additional benefits over the ones that we've just talked about. Offshore jurisdictions can offer, again, enhanced asset protection, more privacy, and better tax planning opportunities. In terms of asset protection, offshore jurisdictions often have stronger legal systems or asset protection laws that safeguard trust assets from potential threats. These jurisdictions may also provide more privacy, allowing for individuals to keep their financial affairs confidential. Now, tax planning opportunities can differ in offshore discretionary trusts. Some offshore jurisdictions will offer favorable taxes, lower tax rates, perhaps more tax exemptions, and just more flexibility with the tax structure. This can provide individuals with opportunities to minimize their tax liabilities and optimize their overall wealth management strategies. Now, moving forward, let's talk about spendthrift trusts. You may not have heard about them because they're a particular type of trust that provides protection for the trust's assets from the beneficiary's creditors. Now, these trusts restrict beneficiaries from selling or pledging the future interest in the trust, thus safeguarding the asset from potential risks. Now, in the United States, spendthrift trusts are a commonly utilized tool in estate planning, providing asset protection for the beneficiaries who may have concerns about the ability to manage and protect their inheritance. These trusts are particularly valuable for individuals who want to ensure that their hard-earned assets remain secure and are not depleted by financial mismanagement or unforeseen circumstances. Key feature of the Spendthrift Trust is that it includes a spendthrift provision, which places limitations on the beneficiary's access to the trust. The provisions restrict both voluntary and involuntary transfers of the trust's assets, meaning creditors cannot access the assets and satisfy the beneficiary's debts. So it really is extra protection. Primary goal, the Spendthrift Trust, is to preserve assets for the intended use of the beneficiary, while shielding them from potential creditors or imprudent spending. The trust appoints a trustee who is responsible for managing the trust and making distributions to the beneficiary according to the terms outlined in the document. Now, this allows for the professional oversight, and it ensures that the funds are not depleted too quickly or mismanaged. So they will stay within that trust potentially for generations to come. Now, let's discuss the offshore spendthrift trust. Very similar to the other offshore trusts that we have, in the fact that they give greater asset protection, they have stronger protection laws, enhanced privacy, and the offshore spendthrift trust can provide added asset protection benefits by utilizing jurisdictions with robust legal systems and creditors' protection laws. It really helps to protect the assets long-term for generations to come. It is important to note that establishing any type of trust requires careful consideration and expert guidance. Local trusts are commonly used to safeguard assets from creditors and potential mismanagement of beneficiaries. When we look at offshore trusts, they offer additional advantages such as stronger asset protection, better tax planning, and enhanced privacy. Compliance with both local laws and potential reporting requirements is essential to ensure the trust's legalities and to avoid any unintended legal or financial consequences. In the world filled with uncertainties, asset protection trusts offer a sense of control and stability. It's not just about your wealth, it's about safeguarding your dreams, your family's future, and having peace of mind. But remember, it's also crucial to work with legal professionals that will help you have your specific needs and desires fulfilled within your trust. Now, here at Global Citizen Life, we help individuals protect their assets, reduce taxes, and live a life of freedom and financial security that they desire. If you want more information, you can always contact us, or you can check out my recent book, International Money Mastery, which is available on Amazon, and the link is in the description below. And once again, if you liked this video, please hit the thumbs up, subscribe, and we will see you soon.